Okay, so here's the latest on the Fox body changes. Doing the 5-lug conversion and the Cobra brakes all the way around. So let's first address the Cobra brakes. Now they tell you in certain videos that when you put that Cobra booster and master cylinder in that, what was the exact words? Something about put a cloth over the strut, that back corner of the strut tower, and a dead blow hammer and manipulate. Well, man, you got to have the biggest dead blow hammer in the world and about 10 feet of swing room to move that strut tower as much as it needed to be moved. So what I ended up doing, probably can't see it right now, maybe a little bit, I had to cut that corner of the strut tower out at, and it's still exceptionally close. That is moved back. They cut the corner out and put a straight plate across, and then welded the bottom back in. But that manipulation is about 1.5 inches, 1 3/4 inches, somewhere like that. You can see a little bit there, I think. So it's not as simple as taking a plastic hammer and hitting it. Now, the other thing I've been doing is the wire tuck. That's just that cracked AC vacuum line there. So I got the passenger side done. I've got the driver's side done, except, you know, this is the starter cable. I just didn't feel like routing it way back there or under and behind and come up through there. So I just left it where it originally was. So the AC compressor and the starter, that kind of stuff is still there. There's a relay switch for a 30 amp relay for the starter to get rid of the factory Ford solenoid and just utilize the one on the starter, the mini starter. So here's what I'm doing to the wire tuck. So took the fender off, obviously, for extra room. So you see, got all my grounds on this distribution block and all the hots on this one right here. And then put some, you know, the nut certs in rather than do zip tie stuff. Got it up as high as I could get close to the top there, because I don't run that fender liner, so it's up really high right now and on there pretty good. So then here with the power cable, running it through where the cruise control thing used to be. So I'm running it through there, and yeah, I'm going to put a rubber grommet around that. And so it'll go under the carpet inside the carpet, and then come out, and then I'm going to have it run through this quarter plastic and come out through here, and then we'll have the battery mounted back in this. I was originally going to go there. That's why those are, and I'm going to end up taking those bulkhead fittings out and putting just putting some rubber plugs like that one in there, because no matter what way I routed the battery cables going through there to go under the car, I had to deal with the battery cables being way too close to the exhaust system somewhere. So I just elected to do it this way. So that's what I'm doing right now. And then hopefully be done here pretty soon. But it's coming along pretty good. So next update soon. We're just waiting on the Billet Specialties making the wheels. They're 8 weeks out. So I think give or take somewhere around the 1st of July, they're going to be done. I got 18x9s back here and 18x7s up front, and as soon as I get the Detroit Speed mini tubs. Then I'm gonna probably go to 11 wides back here. But dealing with the Detroit Speeds, that means you also have to go to coilovers because you got to cut out the factory shock mount, the upper shock mount. So you go through all that, but Detroit Speeds, they just look way too good compared to all the other ones, and you get to keep your interior plastics as long as you don't cut into the frame rail and try to go to a 12 wide wheel. So anyhow, it's coming along, and I've got the Cervini's Cobra side skirts instead of the GTs. The Cobra bumper, putting the Cervini's Stalker front end on it. So going to be a dramatic change. I'm just deciding if I want to go with keep that factory wing, which needs only a little bit of work on it, but you know, one downside to this wing is if your car is set level and it rains, water always puddles on this thing here. So I'm not sure how that Cervini's wing is. I don't want to go to the Cobra wing because I don't want to drill extra holes for those two middle supports of the wing. So I just got to decide if I want that bigger, longer wing sticking out the back, which never know, might look way better than this factory one. I even gave consideration to the LX wing where it sits all the way down on there and you don't have that gap under it. So we'll see. Anyhow, till next time.